That's the bed that you made. That's the bed that you made. Yeah. Ay, yeah, bed that you made. That's the bed that you made.
Aye, Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bed that you made.
That's the bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's the bed that you laid.
What kind of game is you playing?
What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint,
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
What is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
Go with it.
I only go where they pay.
Game is you
What
playing?
kind of game is you playing?
Aye, yeah.
hard
Whoa,
in the paint,
my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.
All right, it's time for a little bit of man cast action. Hit that like button, beaches. We're about to go live.
I don't wear my heart in my sleeve. Just look in my eyes, nigga. You can do what you need. I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have. Just look at your life. Nothing about it sacred to me. It's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind.
Alerts for days now, huh?
Out of my mind. I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did. Give a fuck about intentions.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Is this mic on? Testing. Ooh. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1800 and 25 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode, and today's episode of the Mancast is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin on all you
He's heating up!
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. Welcome to episode 1825. Everyone, make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button. Let us all know in the comments down below. What did you smash today? Today is the day that you should have gone to the fucking gym. If you have not yet gone already, you shall go. You shall do as you are told right now. Listen to the podcast first. Stay here. Stay with us. And then go to the fucking gym. It might be late where you are. It might be early where you are. That's neither here nor there. Get what you need to get done today. And also hit that like button again, subscribe, hit the notification bell live on YouTube right now, the Daily Swole channel, of course. And also make sure you subscribe to the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a review, please, por favor. Leave a review and 5 stars if you think I deserve it. Of course we do. Of course we do. We're fucking making gains every day, helping you stay focused, of course, with your 7 pillars every fucking day. The Swole fam is going hard. We've been having great discussions over on Telegram, over on the Discord, of course, the private Facebook group. We got a lot of great posts and stuff to talk about today. We're going to jump right into it. But first, let's get into a couple announcements. Remember, tomorrow we do have a masterclass, private masterclass tomorrow. The time is to be announced. I think tomorrow we're going to kind of play a little bit by ear, but I will give you a heads up. That way you can make some arrangements. Of course, you can catch it later as well. But now that we have so many connection and so many communication avenues open, it's really awesome. So I hope if you're a Swole fam member, make sure you check out the Swole fam Telegram chat. So a lot of you, I've been sending out the Swole text. I've been posting in the Discord. I've been letting you all know. So make sure if you have not yet checked it out, download that app Telegram. It's fantastic. And we've been smashing it over there. Great conversation. So make sure you are also checking that out. We'll put some links in the Get Started series by where you would sign up for Swole Text inside your library. We'll put additional links. That way people can find them all the time. But I've been texting them out. So make sure that you check your phone if you turn all your alerts off. Because, you know, the Swole fam's always, we're so chatty. But I've been sending you a lot of stuff. So make sure you sign up for that. And I'll probably send out another blast after this or earlier tomorrow. Anyway, but tomorrow, masterclass. And of course, on Saturday, we have our, wait for it, we have our 5 years of Swole. Can we call it a Swole anniversary party? Yeah, 5 years of Swole Saturday. and time to be announced. Again, I'll give you a heads up. It'll be earlier in the day on Saturday just because I want more people to join in. I want as many people possible to be able to get involved with that, because it's going to be a private episode. And of course, we're going to go over a lot of great clips that you have all submitted. And the winner, the best clip that's been submitted, the best clip from the last 18 hundo, and I guess it'll be like, 28, 29 episodes, we'll get the 5 years of Swoleversary card. And it's going to be fucking awesome. So I'm looking forward to watching those clips firsthand with all of you live. And I haven't seen any of them yet. I have not yet seen the clips, and I'm not going to watch them until Saturday. So tomorrow's episode, private masterclass, and tomorrow, and then Saturday, private. So in other words, if you're not part of the Swole fam, you're missing out on a lot of amazing episodes. Of course, we're here live every day, except for, the days we do the private stream. So if you want to join, check out swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. The Summer Swole special is still available, so make sure you check on that and you won't miss a single episode. We also have some other shows, some other podcasts, the Swolenormous Audio Experience, Red, White, and Swole, and the Swolenormous Procast. Give that a look-see. Check it out. So if you're listening to this, check out the other shows powered by Swolenormous. So check out all the other amazing options for your ear holes. We got a couple clips up today. We got one, you're asking the wrong questions when it comes to your fitness, an epic rant on the Swolenormous YouTube channel. Check that one out if you really want to blow your fucking nips off. I think you probably do. We're some sickos here in the Swole fam, but you like to blow your nips off. And we got Grandpa Joe. We got Grandpa Joe. Do Americans need to cut down on meat? No. Fuck no, we don't. And in fact, Americans need to eat more meat, but more quality meat, regenerative meat. We need grass-fed beef, and you need to stop eating all the fucking trash. You need to cut out the sugar, cut out the processed carbs, cut down on that plant-based toxic nonsense. Get your head out of mainstream media's asshole. Literally, you need to unplug from this nonsense. So I will continue to eat meat. I'm not eating, what's funny? It was saying something about like Americans going to cut down to eating 4 pounds of meat a year. 4 pounds of meat a year? I got 2 ribeye steaks that are salted, ready to go on the stove. So I'm about to eat about half of my yearly quota tonight. And yeah, I'm thankful for it too. So fuck you, JB. You have no idea how to eat properly. You are just virtue signaling to your constituents who are dwindling because you're all lunatics. So that being said, let's move on to today's episode. My goodness, I know. We need to eat better quality meat. We need more of it. And of course, as we always talk about, if you are a vegan or a vegetarian, you're welcome here. You need to be optimizing for your health. And for most people, you need to eat quality foods. You need to eat quality animal products. You just don't need to cover it with fucking garbage dressings. You don't need to cover it with carbohydrates and suck down sodas along with it, and stop all the alcohol. All the crap that you shouldn't be eating is lauded, right? That's okay. Especially this past year, 2020 and 2021 with COVID and everything. What were people allowed to do, right? Now, in a lot of places, or even the past year, but in Canada, a lot of things aren't available for sale. They're restricting what you can buy, but liquor stores were always open. Liquor stores for 2020, disease is promoted. You want people to get healthy, then don't lock them in their houses. Don't tell them to drink alcohol, and don't tell everyone that fucking a quarantine 15 is safe or healthy. We're promoting obesity. It's just this mind disease. And I've said it many times. That's the real virus, is this fucking, this is brain wasting, this IQ bleeding social media, mainstream media. God, it's fucking killing people. Start making your own decisions. Start eating better. Invest in your health. You need to take personal responsibility for your health. And I think truly, if you really want to, humans are amazing. Don't you think? Humans are amazing. Humans are amazing creatures. Now, what's amazing about a human being? If we want something bad enough, if there's something that's really important in our lives and we really want to achieve it, what do? We save, we work, we build, we do it. Humans can do it. If you want something bad enough, you'll figure out a way. And if an individual wants to be healthier and wants to pursue optimal nutrition for themselves, they'll do it. But most people don't. Most people just want to be told what to do. They want daddy government to tell them what to do. Oh, what should I do? Should I be happy? Should I be sad? In the mainstream media, should I be scared? Should I be angry? What should I do? Who should I hate? What should I do? What should I tell people? Tell me what to tell other people. Tell me what to think. The school system poisoning our children. That's all it is. That's all it is. Think for yourself. If you really want it, if you really want to do better, the veil comes off. You start to see what's actually going on. You start to see the Wizard of Oz, right? You start to see the strings being pulled. So keep that in mind. Pursue health. That's what I have to say about that, Janae. Where's my Janae button?
My name's Forrest Gump.
My name's Forrest Gump. All right, I'm getting off my Swole box right now because we have to bust this nut wide open. I don't want to be rude to Tessie. I know.
He's heating up!
I'll let you out. No. God, the whole fucking gang is freaking out. Calm your tits, Tessie. I will let you out. Jesus Christ. All right, cover your nips, fam, for the busting of the nut. Let's get into today's episode. I'm fucking stoked. Put some respect on it. Yabush. Yes. That's looking nice. Looking nice. And wouldn't you know it, Leo is drinking like a raging alcoholic. Leo, get some fucking help, bro. Get some help. I don't know what to say anymore at this point. It's Wednesday night. Come on, it's ladies' night. Leo's like, it's ladies' night, and I'm feeling right.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
All right, here we go.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
All right, hashtag GTTFG. It stands for go to the fucking gym. Beaches. I just sound, there you go. You tripped me up, JB. Oh my God. Oh, I'm starting to sound like you. We'll be giving away this Swole card at the end of today's episode. Look at that fucking hair. Look at that hair. My goodness, Tessie, you need a fucking bath, girl. You need a fucking bath. But before we get into that, let's get into the tip, fam. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Oh, it's cold outside. What do we got in the box? The first one. I'm excited for the first Swole fam post. It's going to be lit like a tit. First one is from Ana Maria asking a question. Well, let's see if we got an answer for her. Hi, fam. I finally decided to try my hand at making bone broth, but I need some help. Hold on. Water burp coming. There we go.
Hello, baby.
Not bad. What bones are the best? Should I add spices and veggies or just the bones? I've read that it takes up to 72 hours slow cooking, but is it possible to make it in a pressure pot? Are there side effects to drinking too much? As I've never had it before, I'd like to start small, but I'm not sure what is the right amount. Thanks for the help. Ask Papa Swolio. Good question. Always like some questions about bone broth. Means you're looking to take care of your gut, your immune system, and your health. I love it. I'm going to have some more bone broth tonight. I'm actually going to start a brand new pot tonight. So thank you for the reminder, Ana Maria. I just remembered I need to start a new one. Anyway, what bones are best? Well, I would recommend getting some marrow bones. And also if you have some knuckle bones or tendons and other types of joints are very effective. But I mean, you do the best that you can and access what you can. It does take up to 72 hours. I've kind of experimented back and forth with what works best for me. I know some people like to use it in one of those pressure pots, but I prefer doing it the standard crock pot. I'm not really, I don't know if the time, I don't know if you can really compress that. I don't want to rush it. I want it to take time. What I would recommend is you fill it up like an inch or so above the bones. I usually heat it up to put on high. Once it starts really, simmering, turn down to low, and I cook it for like 48 to 72. At the beginning, I put in a filtered water and stuff. You don't want to use tap water or anything. And I put in like a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I use Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar just to help leach the minerals from the bones. And then I let it simmer, just kind of top it off. I top it off so it doesn't boil down too low or when it's simmering, but make sure that you boil water. Don't just put in cold water while it's cooking. Make sure you heat the water up on the stove and then add more just to keep the bones covered. And then side effects to drinking too much. Yeah, I mean, you might just have, squirty poopies. Because if you're drinking a lot of fats out of nowhere, it can be pretty heavy. It can be pretty heavy. I would just get some cheesecloth. You get some organic or unbleached cheesecloth, and you can strain it before or after. You can just put it in mason jars, let it cool down, right? So after you're done simmering on the crock pot, you could turn it down to warm, let it cool, put it into mason jars, let it cool. You can put it in the fridge for a couple days or put it in the freezer and store it and whatnot. So you can use a cheesecloth after you cook it, which is convenient because then you don't have to strain it after you thaw it. And then, you just take it out, put it in the stove in like a pot with like a little bit of water and like slowly heat it back up when you want to have it. So that's what I do. But any other thoughts or any other thoughts on that? I don't like to put any spices or veggies. I just like to put some Celtic sea salt when I drink it, and that's good for me. So I don't need to add in other things personally, but you can do whatever you want with it. Anyone else's opinions, you can drop in the comments below. We got one from Cole from the Swole Fam Discord. Hey fam, I got a quick question for y'all. A while back, I tweaked my back, which caused me to switch my focus from doing the 90-day dash to just yoga. Continuing my yoga practice, but my back is back to normal. My question is, should I continue the 90-day dash where I left off or restart it? For some reference, it has been over a month since I've lifted. I would say, Cole, depends on where you were in the 90-day dash. You didn't tell us where you are. So for example, if you're in like the swole phase and you haven't lifted for a month, I wouldn't necessarily jump right back into it. You might want to go back into like one of those like transition or swing weeks. It depends on where you were in the program. If you just started it, then you might as well just start it from scratch, but it depends on where you were. So that's the only bit of information that's kind of important. I want to know where you were, but after a month, here's the thing. If you want, the safe way to do that, if it was a month and I was in the middle of a program, you can kind of quote jump back in. But what I would do with the 90-day dash is just ease off the intensity and kind of go through the motions to make sure that you're not, you don't want to jump right back into like, not that you're maxing out in that program, but you don't want to jump back in, just start lifting heavy all of a sudden. You might want to go in, instead of doing 3 or 4 sets, do 1, go less, don't go to failure, just kind of get back into it and see how you feel. That way you kind of get consistent again. And then maybe over the course of a week or two, you kind of bump it up. Maybe you take wherever week you were, you drop down the intensity, kind of go through the motions a little bit, see how you feel, and then repeat that week for maybe 2 weeks. You do that week for 2 or 3 weeks just to kind of get in the feel and see when you're able to actually push yourself again, and then you can kind of ramp back into it. So you can just repeat a week that you were in, but it also depends on what week you were in. So if you were just at the beginning of your program, I would just restart it just because you're at the beginning. But there's nothing wrong with repeating a week 2 or 3 times, even in the middle of the program. You can repeat the weeks. You can extend the phases like we've always talked about. You can make it like a 120-day dash. It's fine. You can definitely do a little bit more repetition there and repeat a week, kind of how you repeat the primer week at the beginning. Before you're ready to start the program, you can just repeat another week when you're in it. But definitely focus on easing back into it so you don't just, take 2 steps back all of a sudden. All right. Let's see here. What else we got here? We got one from Kimberly. Kimberly in the Swole Fam. Kimberly to the main stage. Kimberly to the main stage.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Kimberly. This is from the discussion boards on swolenormousx.com inside the Swole Fam. My name is Kimberly. Who would have thunk it? But I've always gone by Kimmy. I'm 45 years old. I'm a software developer in the great state of Texas. Anyone from Texas? Texas in the house? We got any Texas? Texas peeps in the house? One of the few free states in this country. My fitness journey began long before COVID. During quarantine, I let it all go to hell, and now I'm trying to get my shit together. I've been going hard since November, and I'm down from 254 to 214 pounds. That's 40 pounds. That's fantastic. Excellent. I love lifting weights and hate off days. I followed Papa Swole for a few years now, but really became passionate this time around. I'm so happy to be here. We are happy to have you. Welcome to the fucking fam. Some more gorillas. Everyone say welcome, Kimmy, in the comments down below. I have one question for you, Kimmy. Do you like rusty spoons?
I like to caress rusty spoons.
We know you do, salad fingers. Fucking creeps in this place. All right, let's move right along to Thank you, Falcon. Thank you. Unnecessary, but yes. Falcon's very happy that Kimmy is a part of the fam. All right. Pardon the interruption. Nathan, what up, Nathaniel? Happy Tuesday, fam. Just a quick post. Of course, obviously, it's Wednesday, but you know. But just a quick post. Still kicking, smashed some chest and triceps tonight. Weight has gone up slightly and body fat down slightly, so that makes me happy. I'm back on creatine. I've also been getting better sleep now. I've had enough of the co-sleeping toddler situation, went back to floor sleeping like I did for many years before I was married, went with a traditional Japanese futon and tatami mat on the living room floor at night. Been doing that for a couple of weeks now, other than a couple nights in a hotel, and I feel great. That's about all I have going on. I hope you guys are crushing it. P.S. If you want to listen to my favorite workout track, check out Hamburger Hippier by Heilung. Seriously trance-inducing music to smash to. All right, so everyone's got a little bit of smash music. Very nice. Thank you for sharing, Nathan. Thank you for sharing, Nathan. I don't think Freddie the Falcon needs to hear any kind of trance-inducing music. That beach is out of control. So keep on crushing it, Nathan. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Ricardo, welcome to the show. Well, fam, yesterday I finally decided to start Okinawan karate after watching my kids do it for a few months now, and man, it got muscles working that I forgot I had. Multiple snap kicks, weighted squat jumps, burpees, back-to-back team squats, roundhouses, etc., etc. Both my kids cheered me on as I was going through it. Here I am up early again today, about to knock out some total body ignite and thinking, I seriously love my fuck average mindset that the fam has helped inspire me to develop. I just keep pushing myself 1% harder every day and figure out how to fit something new in every week. It's funny. 31 is less than a month for me, but I feel like I've accomplished more at 30 than I did throughout all my 20s. So I find myself excited to see what my 30s have in store for me. Hashtag community, hashtag 7 pillars, Swole fam, no excuses, and go to the fucking gym.
Lieutenant Dan.
I don't know how to.
Very nice, Ricardo. I love it.
But
I love it.
I'm kind of a big deal.
You're kind of a big deal, Ricardo. I know you're watching live, so fucking awesome. We got Nathan in the house. We got Ricardo in the house. We got all the Swole fam in the house. Fuck yeah. Everyone's fucking here. Everyone's here making some gains. More gorillas to go around. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I got fucking amped. What great Swole fam post to start the day. What great Swole fam posts to start the day. All right, make sure you're dropping the hashtag GTTFG. Go to the fucking gym. We'll be giving that away at the end of today's episode. And remember, if you are ready to join the Swole fam, check out swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. It's in the show notes down below. We are wrapping up the Summer Swole special. Do not miss out. We got 3-month and annual options. Of course, all the private live streams that you might be missing, you can get them all as a part of the Swole fam. You get started for less than $5. Go on over there, swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole, and join today. And of course, check out the Mancast on your favorite podcast streaming app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you like to make some fucking gains. More gorillas for me. More gorillas for me. And if you don't want to join, the Swole fam, if you don't want to listen to the podcast, if you don't want to subscribe, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. All right, we are in for some knowledge cock. Let's take some questions, fam. Let's take some questions. I think we have some questions afoot, and we got a really important post to talk about today when we go deep. We got some important shit to talk about. Got a couple things, so we're going to move into that pretty soon. But if you have any questions, you got a couple moments to ask. Let's see what we got here. I think we answered that one yesterday. The best time. We did that one yesterday. I didn't delete these. Okay, that's where we start. Okay, we got one from, what we got? Gasper Kojehe.
What's in the box?
I don't know what the fuck that name is. These names, fam. Gasper Kogej. Can I call you Gaspar Kogej? Gaspar Kogej. I don't know how to say this name.
You keep using that word.
I don't know.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
All right. Gasper. High rep sets or heavier weights? Oh, this fucking question again. Come on now. Both. Anyone that builds muscle knows you use high reps and you use low reps. It's about the progressive overload and the volume and the work capacity. So I use both. I love doing high rep sets for burnouts, and I do workouts that do heavy or higher reps for muscle building. It's come down to your nutrition. It's going to come down to your overload. You know, it's not like in one set you do higher weight or higher reps, all of a sudden your muscle's going to go flat. High reps build tons of muscle too. You just need the intensity and the overload and the training to failure. At the same time, you could do as many reps as you want. You're not going to get yoked lifting 5-pound dumbbells. So you do have to overload your body. So a mixture of both, but keep the rep ranges generally lower, but drop sets, burnout sets, they're fucking fantastic. So I love both. I fucking love both. I love it both. I love it both. That's not even real English. I love it both. Brooke Sees Ghosts. You might want to get that checked out, Brooke. Just saying. Brooke Sees Ghosts asks, best pre-workout meals? Well, that's going to come down to your personal preference. So I will open this up to the Swole fam. Drop in the comments below. What is your favorite pre-workout meal? Some people like to train fasted. Sometimes I personally like maybe a piece of fruit, maybe a clementine or something, maybe a couple tablespoons of raw honey, something of that sort. I used to like having a cold sweet potato a little bit before, but now I do so much more of just fat and protein. Just maybe a little bit of, maybe a couple dates, maybe a little raw honey or something like that. I think is best for me because it absorbs well. You get a lot of other beneficial properties from raw honey. You don't want to suck down sugar, but honey's amazing, raw honey. And if you get raw local honey, it's even better. And it doesn't sit heavy in your stomach. So you don't have to eat it 2 hours before and wait till it digests. You don't really want to be digesting while you're training, because when you're training your body, you want your body to be in the sympathetic mode. You want your body to be sending blood to the muscles. You want your body to be focused on training. And if you have food in your stomach, that's why you might feel nauseous or sluggish. You don't want to have a bloated digesting stomach because it's still going to be in there when you're training. So either you got to eat a few hours before, or you want to have something very, very light that'll absorb quicker. So I generally prefer training fasted or with something like raw honey, my personal preference, but you can drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's see here. We got a couple questions. If you have it live, I'll try to bias towards live questions. So drop in the comments, hashtag Ask Papa Swole so they stand out. I see a couple here. Let's see. Stockton, Papa Swole, what micronutrients go overlooked most frequently? I don't know. Most frequently? Well, one comes to mind, particular magnesium and vitamin D are very important. A lot of people are vitamin D deficient. We've seen that all year. Vitamin D is so important. Get away in the sun. You want to have a strong immune system. I mean, vitamin D levels has been directly correlated with, COVID complications. So making sure, which is why there's been a lot of discussion issues, of course, obesity, but then also, people with darker skin tones and stuff have trouble absorbing sunlight. They need more exposure to sunlight. So that's also correlated. So I would say vitamin D, for example, and magnesium are two big ones that stand out. And again, someone asked me, I've been doing a lot of I prefer doing a lot more Q&A type stuff on TikTok. So make sure you follow me, Papa Swole, on TikTok if you use it. But I was answering this question today. Someone asked me about multivitamin. I don't take a multivitamin. I eat fucking grass-fed beef liver and organ meats. I don't need a vitamin. I take like bone marrow supplements. I drink bone broth, and I have, the other organ or desiccated organ supplements from, the ones that we use, Ancestral Supplements. You can check out the Amazon store. My Amazon store, I have like a lot of those products that I use, but those are foodstuffs. I mean, those are organ meats. You can make them, you can cook them, but if you prefer for ease or for taste preferences or whatever, you can still take a desiccated organ supplement. You're going to get your vitamins and minerals, no doubt about it. And, but magnesium's a good one. I like the Calm product. So I get the unflavored one. You can have that at night. And also magnesium oil spray is very inexpensive and it's excellent. You can get on Amazon, no problem. Very, very important mineral. Electrolyte. And there's different types of magnesium, but that's the combination that I prefer. Ren, are you going to put together a landmine Swollen 7 at some point? Yeah, we talked about that. I mean, at some point, there's so much stuff going on. So, moving towards starting to, kind of getting everything organized and settled and stuff in the new place. Like there's been a lot of stuff going on this week, but that's in the plan. Swollen 7 landmine, Swollen 7 mace bell, Swollen 7 Indian clubs. Like all those things are planned for the future, but we'll talk more about that Saturday. So I do want to kind of make an announcement. So I know we have on Saturday, FYI, we just talked about, I'll bring it up again. We do have the 5 years of Swole on Saturday for members only. So make sure you join the Swole fan today. You don't want to miss out on tomorrow's masterclass, but also on 5 years of Swole on Saturday. So tomorrow's episode and Saturday's episode will be for members only. So make sure you sign up for the Swole fam to get access to that. But on Saturday, we'll talk about literally, it'll relate to your question, Ren. So I'll be announcing the next exciting thing to look forward to after Saturday. So we'll talk more about like the content that's coming. So yes, lots of delicious, juicy things to come. Very excited. Very excited. Savage Mountain Yarns. Papa Swole, what are your feelings on maple syrup? I wouldn't. Instead of the honey, I mean. I don't really, I personally would opt for raw honey. I think you get a lot more of the micronutrients and the benefits. I'm not too familiar with maple syrup. I'm sure it has a very high impact on blood sugar. So I would not opt for maple syrup over raw local honey personally. But I can't answer specifically like, oh, this is why, but it's just, they're two completely different things. So I prefer honey. I would not opt for maple syrup. My personal experience, my thoughts. Definitely get a sugar rush though. That's for damn sure. Ethan, Papa Swole, with summer coming up, I'm looking at 70-hour work weeks to pay for school. What training styles would you recommend to maximize gym time, trying to build muscle? Well, I mean, there's no substitute for what. You ever heard the phrase, there's no substitute for hard work? There's no substitute for doing what you need to do to build fucking muscle. And I mean that in the nicest way. It's just like, I mean, if you want to build muscle, you either do what you need to do to build muscle or you don't. So there are pro bodybuilders that have like 2 jobs, 3 kids, and they fucking still are a professional bodybuilder. So you can definitely do it. I mean, maximizing gym time, nothing's going to replace lifting the fucking weights and putting in the work. There's no replacement for it. So can you bulk? Can you get big on training half an hour a day? Absolutely. You just got to get in the fucking gym and pick the basic fundamental lifts. You don't have to get fancy, Ethan. You can do your benching, your deadlifts, your rows, your lunges, squats, RDLs. You don't need a lot of fancy exercises. So it is really easy to maximize your gym time. If you're not looking at, you might go into a gym and you say, oh, wow, there's hundreds of pieces of equipment. You only need like 6. When I say 6, I mean, really just a barbell, dumbbell. Okay. You don't need much. Most people look at a gym when I go, like, that's why a home gym is really all you need if you have the ability to, because most gyms just have way too much stuff that you don't need. Remember, a gym that you go to is designed to have a couple hundred people in there all doing the same, all doing their own workouts and stuff. So you don't need a lot of equipment. You just need the basic fundamental exercises. And it's really not fancy. It's pushing yourself harder and harder, training. It's being relentless and making your fitness and building muscle your top priority for years. That's why people get bored or they try to do different things, and people get fancy. They try to experiment. They get bored and they fall out of their routine and blah, blah, blah. It's doing the same shit. That's why it's called repetition. So I would recommend that when it comes to training styles, fucking lifting hard. They want to maximize muscle growth. It's going to be focusing on lifting heavy weight. You want to bulk up if you're like barbell work. You want to get huge barbell and then some dumbbell work, but you can get absolutely massive with just a barbell. Just saying, if you don't have access to a barbell, dumbbells, but you don't need a lot of fancy stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know about I've heard some people say the syrup has minerals that are beneficial. I mean, raw honey is just amazing, amazing properties. But yeah, I don't know anything about maple syrup. Like when it comes to like training, raw honey, I would opt for that. Yeah, I've never come across anything in all my readings, listenings, experience. I've never come across anything. It's always been raw honey as like a great option. I've never come across anything as with maple syrup, like showing its face or hearing something written. I've never heard anyone bring up maple syrup. So that says something. Yeah. Yeah. Kettlebells are great too. Kettlebells are great too. But there's a difference between saying, okay, I don't have a lot of space. So if you don't have a lot of space, and this might be, actually, this could be something, where was it? Who was working the 70-hour weeks? Where was the question? So Ethan, so for example, if you want to build muscle and you want to really get strong, if you're really busy, what if you used, since you're working 70-hour weeks, what if you actually were able to purchase your own kettlebell that you can keep in your dorm or you can keep in your room, and you could do Turkish get-ups? It'll really help your grip strength, and you can do that to maximize and to like maybe get another workout in or to work on other things. That could be a great thing that you can do in addition to maximizing your gym time. So you can maybe go to the gym for half an hour, but also do yoga at home, do a little kettlebell work, some Turkish get-ups, some kettlebell swings or cleans. And that can be a great addition because you don't need a lot of space. So if someone it's one thing if you don't have a lot of time, okay. A lot of people want to I want to build a lot of muscle, but I don't have a lot of time. Well, you got to prioritize and schedule better because building muscle takes time. It takes time to have the rest periods, to overload your muscles enough. It takes time to build muscle. It takes time in the gym. It's a priority. It takes time. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But a kettlebell can be great for getting additional work in and also improving your lifting with grip strength and also just like space. It's great for space too. And you don't need to go fucking waste your time with endless cardio. Just do some kettlebell work and you're fine. Fine. All right. So let's see. Good questions. Let's see. We got all right. We got another one. Let's see what we got here. What's in the box? Let's take maybe one more question. Let's see what we got here. We got one from Mando. Shaking my head. Mando. Mando. All right, Mando. How do I get, let me start over. Papa Swolio. How do I get the best results for weight loss in 2 months? Should I hit it? Trying to get fit for summer. You ready for this? 3, 2, 1.
Matt Damon.
You fucking knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew it was fucking coming.
Come on, man.
Come on. Stop whining.
How dare you?
Oh my God. How do I get the best results for weight loss in 2 months? You've come to the wrong place, Mando. Doesn't fucking happen. Trying to get fit for summer? Fuck off. Fuck all the way off in the best way. I'm doing you a favor. You got to stop looking for this short-term bullshit. Trying to get fit for summer? You're not going to do it. Ain't going to happen. No one gets fit for summer. What, you lose 10 pounds and you're just dehydrated? If you want, it's fucking, get fit for summer. Literally, my tits were melting off today. As hot as fucking balls. Summer is here. Summer is here. I'm in Florida, but it's May. Fucking summer's here. It's here. You get weight loss in 2 fucking months. You're going to make all the wrong decisions. Mando, you need to be making the right decisions long term. You're thinking short term. You're going to make shitty choices. I'm not even going to address this question. It's a stupid question. It's a waste of time. You're not looking at your health properly. I'm not here to, make you feel better in a bathing suit. No, you got to take care of your health. If you change your lifestyle habits systematically over time, you're going to get weight loss. If you're looking to lose something for 2 months, get fit for summer, why? Why? What, you fit for summer, what, so you can drink at the beach and put it right back on? No. Stupid. Stupid stuff. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Here we go. We got another question here. Let's take one more because that was a fucking train wreck. I appreciate the question, but come on. Take care of your health better. Ryan slays dragons. I need proof of that. Proof or it didn't happen. Someone check out this guy's account, see if he actually slays dragons. I have my doubts, but I'm thinking, you never know. You never know. It's 2021. How do you define a dragon? It sounds like someone's pronoun. He/dragon. She, her dragon. Something like that. I identify as a dragon. Okay, buddy. You must be in love with fucking like donkeys or hobbitses. Something like that. All right, where were we? Opinion on cauliflower rice. I need to get a vomit sound. Do I have a vomit button? How is this?
Because
close enough. I need some of those. I know some people kind of get weirded out. Some people kind of feel like they're like, oh my God, it's gonna make them gag, but I don't know.
Come on, man.
Cauliflower rice. All right, my opinion on it, why? Why? That's all I got to say, why? Like, I mean, eat the fucking rice or eat a fucking steak. I mean, eat food. Cauliflower rice sounds like fake food. I don't know. I know some of you love cauliflower rice. I think that's just an excuse for, I don't know. I don't like eating food that just takes up space. Okay? I'm just going to say it. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you're a vegan or whatever. You're welcome to it, right? I want you to eat optimally for your health. You're going to do what you want to do. You're a grown-ass man or woman. What I say here shouldn't affect what decisions you make. These are just my opinions mixed in with a lot of fucking experience and common sense and logic. But hey, I'm just one man. I don't like eating stuff that takes up space. I don't want to eat styrofoam to take up space in my stomach. I don't want to feel full. I want my nutrients, period. So personally, I'm not going to waste my time with fake rice. Either I'm going to eat some damn rice or I'm going to eat a steak. That's why when it comes to like broccoli and shit like that, like why would I take up valuable real estate in my stomach with like fucking a tree with like grass? Why would I try to chew something that's nauseating unless it's covered in bacon or chocolate or fucking grease and fat and butter? Why don't I just eat real food for a human that's going to make me feel amazing? Seriously, follow the narrative. Everyone's trying to get you to eat plants, and if you eat meat, you're an evil person. That's usually a good sign that you should be eating more meat. Don't you think? Anytime these woke lunatics are like, you're killing the environment, stay away from plants, and Biden's talking about cutting down on meat, yeah, that's a sign to do exactly the fucking opposite. The opposite. Literally, that's a sign. When there's no debate, when you can't ask questions, when you can't be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Those facts aren't true. Yeah, that's a sign. That's a sign. They're telling you, hey, you can go and eat pea protein. You can go and eat peas. Guess what the elites are going to be eating? A fucking grass-fed ribeye steak. Yeah. When all you peons and all you fucking plebs keep on sucking down peas and corn and soy, yep, the billionaires are going to be eating all those steaks. They ain't going anywhere. You just won't be able to afford them because they'll tax them to death and all that shit. Do what you want. Do what's best for your health. There you go, Ren. As a vegan, I don't think anyone is evil for eating meat. Meat is not evil. And I'm fine with you being a vegan. I want you to pursue your optimal health. And if that's right for you, then I'm glad that you feel that way. And this is not Ryan. I mean, for those of you listening, Ryan isn't saying, I'm a vegan. He was just asking about cauliflower rice and I'm going on a rant, but that's what we do. I'm fucking.
He's heating up.
This is the Daily Swole. So I'm lit. I'm on fucking fire. I'm just getting fucking
He's
started.
on fire.
Just getting started. So Ryan, my opinion is I'm going to eat food that actually gives me nutrients, not stuff to take up space in my stomach. Just my thoughts on it, but you can all drop your thoughts down below. Let's take some comments on that because I think a lot of you were fucking amped up. Let's see. We got here. I identify as a meat popsicle. Interesting. Let's see here. Jabroni came from The Rock. I think The Rock used to say jabroni. That's an old school, like Italian slang for being like an idiot. You go, you'll be a fucking jabroni. So that's been around for a long time. Like who actually said it first? Who knows? But popularized is different, but I say it all the time. I fucking love that word. I love it. Don't be a jabroni. No jabronis allowed. Eat less meat. This means war. Let's see here. I still don't enjoy. You don't like bacon, Matt? No way. No way. You don't like bacon? I'm not even mad because there's more for me, but I'm just shocked. I'm impressed. I still keep trying to like bacon, but I just can't and will continue to keep trying bacon, likely with similar results. You haven't had the right bacon, or maybe you're not cooking it right. You got to cook it really slow. You don't want it to be hard and crispy. Don't ruin it. Run it really, really soft. Melts in your mouth. Not in your, I'm not sure where else it would melt, but let's just leave that there before I say something that I won't regret, because I won't regret it. It'll just make a lot of people uncomfortable. I forgot what I was going to say. Thank God. We're saved. We're saved. We're saved. I don't know, Matt. Well, if you cook anything to like a crispy, like dust powder, it's going to taste like shit. Don't ruin your steak. Don't ruin your meat. If you cook anything past medium rare, you should be tried and convicted immediately. Have you ever seen the movie Minority Report? All right, with TC, with Tom Cruise. Literally, overcooking steak should be a pre-crime. So literally, it's on the stove, and all of a sudden it starts going from like medium rare, and it's like medium. All of a sudden, there's like helicopters, like, and they just fucking parachute in, and they arrest you because you were about to eat an overcooked steak. Literally, you should be literally thrown away, at least like 30 days solitary for overcooking bacon and steak. It's criminal. Chicken you can't help because chicken tastes like shit no matter how you cook it. So it's a lost cause. You can't just cook it straight. No, it's gonna be. You got to cover it with something. You got to slather it with all this shit. Otherwise, it's just like chewy sadness. So you want to know what sadness tastes like? Have some plain chicken. All right, where was I? We're just going off here.
Inconceivable! Boom shakalaka!
Boom shakalaka. All right, we got some sexy tests here. Remember, hashtag GTTFG. Fam, it is time. We have an announcement to make. So now you know. You ready for this? I'm gonna introduce this because this is very important. So you know how on this, well, here we go. Drop some dookie in the comments below. This is a huge victory for health and for all of us that are hardcore against for those that are pro health and against this fat acceptance, body positivity bullshit. Are you ready? We got a big feather in our hat. We got a big one on the board today. We're putting one on the board, fam. It's going down. Ready for this shit?
That's deep.
So for those of you that might be new, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, leave a review, all that good shit. You want to join the Swole fam, swolenormousx.com. That being said, swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole for the Summer Swole special. So we go again. I don't want to say we go against. No, we're just talking common sense, right? We're talking 7 pillars all the time. All right. So on the side of your screen, you can download your free copy at the top of swolenormousx.com. Just a straight website, not the Summer Swole special page. But the 7 pillars: community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. This is just everything with fat acceptance, and this whole promotion of illness and disease is antithetical to everything that we believe in here in the Swole fam. Now, like I always say, a lot of these influencers or chicks, jabbernets, as we like to call them, all these people are just using this narrative as a way to gain followers. And like I've always said, one of the problems with social media is that once you start talking in a certain way, once you start building an audience, most people tend to lean into whatever gets them more views. Now, you know me, a lot of my content doesn't get any reach. Like I have 640 or 50,000 followers or 30, whatever it is on TikTok. And you look at some accounts that have a fraction, like maybe like a tenth of what I have, and they're getting a lot more views on every video. My videos get barely any reach. Like they don't get out at all. And it's really good content. I do really think it's a lot of solid, straight up fucking content, just real fucking talk. So they don't get reach. Real shit doesn't get reach. So people lean into whatever gets them distribution, and which is something that you should do, but you have to do it with the right perspective. You need to do it while not losing your integrity, right? You need to do it without losing your integrity. You need to do it without losing who you are and your identity. But a lot of people don't even pay attention to that, and they'll just do whatever starts trending. And then of course, all of a sudden their account becomes all the same fucking video all the time. And they have nothing that they stand for. They've sold their soul, and they get depressed, and people start freaking out. And all of a sudden, once the attention shifts to another platform, they lose their fucking mind because they have, 1 million followers on TikTok, but they have like 2,000 on YouTube or like 5,000 on Instagram. They have, and they're holding on to one thing. They put all their eggs in one basket, and they don't really know how to distribute content. They don't really know what they're doing. So they're just selling themselves out to any kind of advertising, or save 10% on my fucking fit tees and all that bullshit. Okay. But once in a while, you have what is a unicorn, someone that recognizes that they've been lying to their audience and lying to themselves. And it rarely happens, which is why it's a unicorn. So I want you to check this out. So we've covered her before, but this is an influencer who's been promoting this fat acceptance and body positive shit, and is literally trying to toe the line between telling her audience that my health sucks and I need to change my health, but still maintain her audience and still try to make sure that, well, I still believe in this, but I need to do this for me. You'll see it's a disaster still, but it just goes to show what happens when people are lying to their audience and to themselves and are completely disillusioned for what it actually takes to be healthy and so forth. So let's check this out, right? This is a big one. All right, here we go. What we got in the box?
What's in the box?
All right, this is from Kenzie Brenna. Remember her? No one does. But let's read this because it's very important. I think we'll all get a lot of value. I'll have a lot of conversation about this one. So from Kenzie Brenna, she writes as a 4-part Instagram post. Hey, everyone. This feels both liberating and embarrassing to write all at once. It's no secret that I have been struggling more with binge eating and exercise since the pandemic started. I am currently in a place where I feel like I am at my wit's end with my eating habits and physical activity. I have been so... Can we get a capitalization on the letter I, please? What the fuck is wrong with people? Here, hold on a second. You do realize that the letter right after a period automatically capitalizes. So how do you have every single fucking sentence? How does every word a lowercase I? This is so frustrating. It's so frustrating when people can't even fucking speak English or just write with fundamental grammar. Capitalize the letter I. Fuck, I hate that shit. I hate it. It's just, it's sloppy and lazy. It makes sense though. That being said, okay, I got it out. You know how I hate about poor punctuation, grammar and stuff. I have been so gentle on myself during this journey, remaining curious and choosing love myself no matter what size or state I am in. I'm so proud of myself for doing this. At the same time, I cannot deny the basic effects that my eating habits and a sedentary lifestyle has done on my muscles, bones, and mental health. I believe you can love yourself and make realistic, non-detrimental changes to your life.
Wow.
I got a soundboard for that. Huh. Shall we go on? I am not this fat because I am liberated, fully recovered, or because it's simply just my size. I am this size because I struggle with an eating disorder, and movement feels both physically and mentally painful for me currently. This is my admission. Making this account made me feel like I was cheating on a value that I hold, which is that fat people do not need to lose weight to be healthy, respected, loved, and treated with dignity. I explored this feeling further and came to the conclusion that this value is not congruent with my desire to change my eating habits, lifestyle, and yes, to hopefully lose a little bit of weight without counting calories, macros, weighing myself, or measuring myself. To lose weight without focusing on it, but yes, have it be a small fraction of the journey. Everyone's just focused on the weight loss. Everyone is just focusing on the weight loss. That's a side effect of making better habits. Imagine if these people actually started eating healthy fundamentally, the weight would just come off. Just go carnivore. Just seriously, come right off. Continues. My desire to lose a little bit of weight doesn't come from a place of wanting to be valued more or to be sexier or desirable. It comes from a deeply open and honest place of currently hurting in my body. You see how this is all still, notice how the language is still, like she's literally saying that she has been full of shit and lying to herself. However, you notice how the language is still like, but please follow me. I still believe what I believed, but this is just my journey. This is my lived experience kind of thing. It's not a full admission of like, yeah, I've been fucking up and blaming it on eating disorder. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we know you didn't have to tell us you had an eating disorder, obviously. Most Americans do. Like 80% of the population has eating disorders. It's just not diagnosed, and no one wants to admit that because it has a stigma. Where was I? It comes from a deeply open and honest place of currently hurting in my body. She wants you to feel sorry for. It also needs to be stated that people who are also my size do not experience the same feelings that I feel, which is why, it also needs to be stated that people who are also my size do not experience the same feelings that I feel. What are you talking about? It's so weird. This is so weird. Which is why weight loss and weight gain both need to be neutralized and not hailed as the be-all and end-all when it comes to health. Please read that over if you need. I did. It's illegible. It's really hard to read. What you were saying is my desire to lose weight doesn't come from a place of wanting to be valued, but it's because I'm currently hurting in my body. But also people that are my size don't feel the way I feel, and weight loss and gain needs to be neutralized. Like, what are you talking about? You're saying that you're literally talking in circles trying to keep followers. That's what this is about. You're trying to say, hey, I'm going to lose weight, but still follow me because I still believe what I did, but I still believe what I've been saying, but I can't keep saying it and can't keep doing it because I'm literally dying. So I'm going to change my health, but keep following me because I'm going to still, on the surface, perpetuate this nonsense to all of you so I can keep the followers. Does that sound about right? Did I translate that properly? I can read that over if I need. It's still not going to make sense. That's the thing. I don't think anyone can make sense of this paragraph. Okay. Weight loss and weight gain need to be, how do you neutralize weight loss and weight gain? What does that mean? Just like not losing or gaining? What are you neutralizing? I don't understand how you neutralize side effects of lifestyle. I want to neutralize it. Please read that over. No, I got more important things to do. So why start a page if this all needs to be neutral? Still don't know what that means. I am personally a highly, in all caps, a highly social creature, and I need a place dedicated to a subject in order to grow. This place will be messy, uncurated, unedited, a place where I can look for exercises as well as food that I don't have a propensity to binge on. A place separate from my main account. I see what's going on here. Kenzie Brenna Health, the biggest oxymoron next to the actual picture itself. We got too many morons up there. So this isn't on your main channel. So you're not saying this to all your followers. You're doing this on a second channel so you don't lose the followers on your main channel. I see. You made a new page to actually talk about how you've been fucking up, but you did that so a small percentage will actually read it. I see what you're doing here. Well, the Swole team's watching you. The Swole team's on that shit like flies on a steak. All right. A place separate from my main account. This is why I will only be following other exercise accounts. When pigs fly. I have always, in this last part, thankfully, I have always been adamant on being a student first, which means being in a place of learning. This is me learn. Capitalize the fucking letters. This is me learning in front of you, trying something new, knowing I won't get it all right, but trying my freaking hardest to find out what aligns with my heart, my body, and mind. If you've made it this far, I love you.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
If you disagree with me, I love you.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
If you're unsure, I love you.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
Thank you for accepting me, Kenzie. Not a single letter in all this shit is capitalized. There's a couple all caps words. I cannot. It's so cringe. This is so fucking cringe. It's so absolute cringe. So cringe. This chick is a train wreck. It's so pathetic. Listen, I'll tell you something. If you have a fucking eating disorder, mental struggles, keep it to yourself and do fucking work. Notice that on social media, anyone who's blabbing about something, or blabbing about an issue, guess what they're going to do? They're going to keep on blabbing because it's going to get attention and it's going to get followers. So they keep on blabbing. You know what people do to make change? They shut the fuck up and they put in work. And they reveal later, boom, I did this, bam. They shut the fuck up. If you have so much time to type all this out and virtue signal to your audience, like you're already fucking up. You're already talking in circles, literally saying that I'm doing this for me, but I'm not saying that everyone needs to. Everything that I was already doing is still right, but this is for me because I'm having pain, because I have an eating disorder, and that's why I did all this. So I need to get better for my health, but I love myself, and people that are overweight shouldn't have to lose weight. We have to neutralize that, but I do want to lose some weight because that's going to be better for me, but I'm not trying to lose weight. I want to do things to lose weight without losing weight, but I still want to lose weight just a little bit, not too much, because I want to keep you as a follower. Nonsense. Nonsense. It's nonsense. It's like the most fucking cringe. Absolute super fucking cringe. Super fucking cringe. Oh my God. Making this account made me feel like I was cheating on a value that I hold. What value? Like a value meal? Like a supersized meal? Like what kind of value? Like value size? A big gulp? What are you talking about? A value that you hold? Fucking family size. Holy shit. I explored this feeling further and came to the conclusion that this value is not incongruent, double negatives, not incongruent with my desire to change my eating habits. It's like you can't even decipher this fucking shit.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
You can't even break this down. If you're speaking English and you need it to be actually deciphered, you need to actually have it translated, you're not making your point clear enough. Kenzie, you're obese. You need to fundamentally change your lifestyle habits, stop blaming everyone else, stop playing the victim, change your habits, shut the fuck up, put in work, and boom, get healthier. We're all here for you. I'd offer the Swole fam up to support you, but fuck, we don't need that poison in our community. We know how that turns out when you try to help someone. See, there's an example. We already experienced that last year. All right, we've already done that. So this is just the language. I mean, come on, we were talking about this, fam. We were talking about this in the Swole fam roundtable the other night. Like when I read the words, I feel like vomiting. I feel like vomiting saying the words. It just feels so fucking weak. There's no back. It's like just someone complaining. This is a private, some of you are writing a journal. This is a fucking journal. This should be under your bed or in your bedside table. This isn't for other people to read. This is for you. You are virtue signaling. You are trying to keep your followers. You are brainwashing them. You're lying to yourself. This could have been one fucking sentence. All right. I fucked up and I'm going to change my life. That's it. That's it. This is just all one big fucking circle jerk trying to make sure you maintain your following and make yourself feel better because you're blaming all these other things. You're blaming an eating disorder. It's very convenient. I'm not saying, and of course, a lot of people, when I say this stuff publicly, people take offense because they create their identity around their eating disorder. This is why I want people to take their fucking power back and stop blaming this disorder, because if you have a disorder, you can never get rid of it. I just always have it. You got to get to the root of that shit. And a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists, they get paid by dealing with your eating disorder. That's why I'm always skeptical about this fucking shit. It's like, well, they're also getting paid to fucking hear you complain about it and deal with it. So it's kind of like there's an incentive to label people and give them medication and get them hooked on shit. It's like, do you have an eating disorder or do you just make terrible decisions in your life? You just make terrible decisions. That's not an eating disorder. It might be a mental disorder because you're just creating this echo chamber in your brain and with your followers, and you're just deluding yourself. And I'm not saying eating disorders aren't real, but I think it's just like we talked about with depression. Most of the people that say they have it or are diagnosed don't really have that. They just have terrible habits and people aren't looking at the root cause. They just want to label it and give a medication. I have an eating disorder. Well, that's from I just blame it on the eating disorder. That's why all these shit posts that we read, there was always like, hashtag obesity, hashtag fat acceptance, hashtag ED recovery. If you're obese and you're promoting obesity, that's not eating disorder recovery. What, because you were anorexic once, now you can be morbidly obese and be free about it? It's so fucking stupid. Same thing with like people like Eric the Electric, right? He used to be anorexic, whatever. Now he just binge eats. He's an exercise bulimic and he just binge eats and then binge rides. I don't even know what he's doing. I'm sure he's still pounding garbage fucking shit and then burning it all off. People are mentally fucked up. Mentally fucked. Imagine all the crap that these people eat. It's tearing apart their brains. Add on social media, add on the virtue signaling, add on financial strain, add on COVID and quarantine, isolation. It's fucking people up from the ground up. So bad. So bad. Oh my God. This kind of shit makes me want to take a toaster bath. Fuck's sake. Let's see, Josh, I don't complain about my alcoholism. I just do what I need to do to stay sober. I'm not blasting it everywhere. That's right, Josh. You take care of yourself and you fucking handle your shit. You don't need to journal online. Anyway, Booger Bubble, expressing issues is important, helps with dealing with it, but if all you're doing is whining, when I first saw that post, I didn't read the whole thing through. I save all these for all of us, to do them live. And I thought it was going to be a positive thing. It's like, okay, I'm glad she's getting healthier. But again, the conversation, come on now, what a fucking... I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Very nice. Very nice. I know, Falcon. I know. It's absolutely ridiculous. Where was I? What was I going to say? Dun, dun, dun. I forgot what I was going to say. Where was I? Oh, the focus, you see how the conversation is still about weight loss and stuff. They still talk about weight loss. They still talk about weight loss as if that's the goal. I'm going to lose weight. This phrase is being weaponized in the worst way. Everyone, all the fat acceptance, body positive, all that shit, fat phobia, all of that is using weight loss as if I'm going to lose weight. Again, I'll say it. It's like saying, I'm going to get rich. That's a side effect. All right. Building wealth is a side effect of habits over time. Weight loss, weight gain is a side effect of habits over time. So the woke are using the term weight loss as leverage and skinny rather than fit, weight loss rather than lifestyle changes. Okay. That's the mind fuck. So they focus on skinny or a smaller body rather than healthy and fit. They're saying weight loss rather than lifestyle changes because that means personal responsibility. Lifestyle changes means it's their responsibility. They can't blame someone else because it's their life. It's very simple. Okay. It's very simple. That's why the word or the term weight loss is being weaponized because you don't just go and lose weight. I'm just going to go build muscle. Sure. Can you lose weight? Fuck yeah. Can you build muscle? Fuck yeah. But what do you have to do? What do you have to do to build muscle? Well, you got to sleep. You got to train regularly. You got to follow the 7. You got to do all those things every fucking day and nail it again and again and again and again. You want to lose weight? You got to do that again and again and again. Stop telling me to lose weight. Man, you're fat phobic. Fuck yourself. Take a big step back and literally fuck your own face. One of my favorite soundboards. Let's do it all together now. All together now.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Everyone but... Well, there's a lot of people that don't understand you never go full retard. But let's see. Where's my thing here?
First,
there it is.
Take a big step back.
Listen
and
up.
Literally fuck your own face.
Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Anyway. Oh my God, Sid, I will tell you what, we're not going to get political, financial. If you're investing in Doge, you're a fucking moron. I will tell you that. Do not buy that absolute dog shit. Okay? Good advice. It's the best advice you'll hear anywhere. Don't. That being said, there's a lot of idiocy in this world. It's infectious and it's going everywhere. A lot of people don't have hope, full of despair. But if you're playing the victim and you're blaming everyone else for your problems, blaming an eating disorder, blaming this, doesn't mean you don't have a disorder. Oh, you definitely do, of the mental variety. You have a lot of problems. But people aren't going to the source. They want to blame the outcome. They want to blame a phrase. And again, I'll say it again. The weight loss, it's being weaponized. That term weight loss is a side effect. That's a result. That's an outcome. It's not something you go to try to do. It's why most people fail, because like, I want to lose weight. It's like, I want to go get rich. That's why people buy Doge and fucking ETH and all this fucking trash. That's why people buy shit coins. You might not know what I'm talking about. If you do, if you know, you know. That's why people try. It's the same reason why people buy shit coins, the same reason why people buy fit teas and detox fucking teas. It's the same goddamn thing. People want something fast. You don't build wealth fast and you don't lose weight or build muscle fast. Period. End of fucking story. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. Yeah, and you can step into a Major League Baseball game, close your eyes and swing and maybe hit a home run by pure luck. Okay? It's not an investment. You're going to get wrecked. You're going to get wrecked on capital gains tax. Do not buy that fucking shit. You can make all the money in the world, have fun taking it out. And if you're buying on Robinhood, you're fucking double moron. Just saying. You don't, doesn't matter. You don't want it. There's only one coin. There's only one. And if you know anything, if you have done any work or any research, you'll know there's only one. Don't fucking waste your time. People are fools. Fools, fools, fools. In all areas. People want shit fast. They want shit fast. It's not going to happen fast. They don't have any fucking patience. No one has a long enough time horizon for anything. I'll tell you this, and I've said it a million times. I'll continue to say it. You want amazing results? Think long term. And you will by default all of a sudden start making better decisions. If you think long term, your decisions change. Everything. Exactly. The lottery. A waste of fucking time. A waste of fucking money. A waste of fucking money. It's an absolute fucking waste. It's a waste. If you like gambling, then you go to the shitcoin casino. If you like gambling, you can take all these random weight loss detox things and fuck up your organs and fuck up your health. Everyone wants things fast. Nothing worth having. Nothing of value will happen quickly, which is why people covet the results. That's why people covet wealth. That's why health and wealth are inexorably connected. People covet muscles and a physique. That's why everyone wants it, because they know deep down that it takes a lot of hard fucking work. It takes a long time and they want it fast. And they want to cut corners. Humans always want to cut fucking corners. Think about it. It's human nature. It's pervasive. It doesn't matter what industry it's in. It's everywhere. Humans are always trying to cut corners, do things faster, get things done quicker. Okay, some things are good. You can cut corners in some things, right? Driving a car is better than walking in some cases because it'll get you there faster. Getting on a plane will be better than going on a fucking boat. Saves you time. All right, so there's benefits. There's benefits to deflationary tech. There's benefits to that. No shortcuts with fitness. You can go get liposuction. You can go get fucking plastic surgery and make it look fake, but it stands out. You didn't do the work. You get none of the health benefits. You fuck up your body. It's going to look terrible, but you can try to cut corners. You can lose 20 pounds in a week or two and just drink like detox teas and piss and shit your brains out. You're going to be severely dehydrated. You might have to go to the hospital. You're going to gain it all back to the first margarita you have. But hey, ain't going to work. That being said, are you serious? Is that really? I don't follow his content because it's a train wreck. Alan says, thoughts on Eric the Electric? He's wondering why he's tired 24/7. You got to be joking, right? I don't follow his stuff, but is he actually talking about that in his videos? I wonder why he's fucking tired. Because he's eating garbage. His hormones are probably fucking tanked. He eats like shit. He looks like he's 45 or 50 years old. I don't know. I don't follow his stuff. It's a disaster because otherwise I'll just make a video on him every fucking day and it gets exhausting. So I decide I keep wanting to take, a lot of people think I'm mean, but I try to take a positive approach and try to help people change their fucking lives. I just try to share what actually fucking works. And if people want to beat themselves over the head with stupid ass content and stick their head in the sand, they can fuck all the way off. It's stupid. Stupid people. He gets blood work 24/7. Well, no one gets, that's a lot of blood work. I don't know. I honestly couldn't care less, really. I really couldn't care less. I mean, when you do that to yourself and you're in that much denial, like there's no saving those people because he's got the following, right? He makes all his following off eating or binge eating garbage videos. Like just destroying his body. This is all going to play out. I agree with Randy here. All his fans are convinced fitness is just calories in, calories out. It's mentally exhausting debating it. Exactly. So that's why I don't address it. It's just exhausting. It's nauseating. Anyone that thinks this life, fitness, health is just calories in, calories out is fundamentally missing the point. The problem is once people are aware of things that we talk about and they don't pursue that, like it's just like woke people. It's like there's no saving some people. Like you can't exhaust yourself dealing with morons. You can't. You can't. It's just, you can't, it's just, it is exhausting. That's why you can't convince people. I preach what I practice. I share it. We do our thing. And that's why we have the masterclass tomorrow. That's why we got we're crushing it. We're fucking crushing it. I don't care what all those other people are doing. Most of them are fools. Most of them are fools. Anyone that thinks this game, life, nutrition, anyone that thinks it's just calories in, calories out, in my opinion, is just straight up, flat out wrong. Straight up. No interest in debating it. I don't care. I'm not going to debate any. No. Food quality is paramount. The right foods for you, I leave that open to, I have my strong opinions on what I think most people should eat. But of course, some people thrive on different types of foods. I'm still going to voice my opinion. More people than not will benefit from more of an animal-based carnivorous type diet with grass-fed beef and all those things. Most people will benefit tremendously from that. It might not be optimal completely, but you do an elimination and you figure it out. You just need to wake the fuck up and customize shit more and actually have an interest in it. What's your opinion? I don't watch his content. These channels, more plates, more days, they get so many fucking followers because all they do is talk about people that are juicing and, oh, is this guy juicing? Look at this. Who cares? Who cares? I've done one or two. Like, who cares? Yeah, a lot of them are fucking juicing and taking SARMs. I couldn't give less of a fuck. Everyone looks like clowns with like artificially pumped up shoulders and everyone just looks like a joke. I'm not saying his content. I don't know anything about him. I've seen some of his videos pop up, but I certainly will never watch a 30-minute video about someone's blood work or something. So he's obviously doing well for himself. I just don't know about his content. I don't hate on someone. I mean, he can talk about that all he wants. He knows his shit about it, I'm sure. But I just don't watch it. I don't really, he's never, that channel, more plates, more dates, that's never come across my radar as like, oh my God, fuck this guy. He just seems like someone who knows about hormones and test and, anabolics and just talks about that. So I never cared about that stuff. So I never really got into it, but let's see. Randy, like Greg Doucette, not throwing hate towards him, but fitness channels like him promote the idea that to be satisfied, you have to stuff yourself like a goddamn piñata. I don't even know what he does. I don't even know what he says. I'm sure it's like a calories in, calories out type thing. I've heard. I don't give a fuck about all these people. I really don't. I don't watch their stuff. Alan, you sound young. You sound like you're obsessed with YouTube. Connor Murphy. I do not give a shit about these people. I know who he is. I'm looking for maybe a spare fuck that I have left around because I just don't have any. could not care less. This is part of the problem. People that are concerned with what other people are posting. Do you hear what happened to? No, I was actually crushing it. I'm fucking training hard, making awesome content, talking to the Swole fam, living my life. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes something comes across my beard. I'm like, huh. Because it's exhausting how stupid it all is. It's exhausting how ridiculous it is. And it's draining, raging on it all the time because it's so ridiculous. And it's so insane. I don't care as much if someone, like, it's more about the social ramifications and the bigger implications for health, which is why the fat acceptance and body positives, it's disgusting. Whether or not someone wants to do yoga instead of lifting, or if someone wants to take steroids, like, okay, just do what the fuck you want. As long as you're not lying to people, telling them that obesity is healthy, right? As long as you're not telling people like, oh my God, I understand why people go out there like the natty police, like, natty or not. If you're lying to people, sure, rip them apart. But there's plenty of people that do that. They're obsessed. But it's mostly people comparing dick sizes. They're comparing themselves. Well, this person's so big, they can't be possibly not. They're taking steroids. Oh, that person's lying to me. Then go get yours. Shut the fuck up and stop complaining about what someone else is injecting to their body and what they're doing. Lift. Do your fucking shit. All right? Do their fucking shit. A lot of people are liars. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to 2021. Like, turn on mainstream media. Everyone's lying. It's all a fucking sham. So it's like, you think this is new? A human being just started lying recently just because social media popped up? Oh, now people are lying? Oh my God. Oh my God. Silly nonsense. Yeah, I can't, I can't handle, I've listened to like maybe several seconds of any kind of Greg Doucette's videos. It's abrasive. I can't handle that. I can't handle his voice. But I see a lot of, I hear a lot of people talk about the dieting. It's all like artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. It's all trash. Shit's trash. Most people don't think about this stuff the way I do. There are many people out there that do. And I don't care. Once you start playing that game, the calories in, calories out, it's like you're so far off base. It's like you're running the wrong way. You hit the ball and you're running to third first. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you going? You're going the wrong way, bro. It's really hard to correct someone. Like, it's really hard to have the conversation when they're not even in the same, they're not even playing the same game. Like, they're completely off base. Like, there's no fixing that. It has to be reinstalled. Like, you have to rework that whole situation. Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, most people, I mean, fundamentally with nutrition, I think that's the biggest fuck up that people have. Like, the 7 pillars are all important, but I think number 2 in particular, I mean, community, pillar number 1 is so important, but I mean, nutrition, it's a disgusting oversight that really fucking, it really irks me when these massive channels blow up and they're promoting fundamental bad advice. Like, you're not helping people with this calorie restriction shit. You're not helping them unless you're talking about food quality. I'm not talking about chicken and rice and broccoli. That's fucking crap. I'm talking about real goddamn food. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating how many people have massive followings that are just spreading misinformation. I wouldn't say even misinformation, just wrong information. It's just very inexperienced. It's very binary. It's just against really everything that we are as humans. Yeah. Jessica, do you hate fat people? Absolutely. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't. I used to be 252 pounds, but I'm 190. Nice. You lost like 60 pounds. Fantastic. A size 14 and still have a belly, but I'm in amazing shape. I mean, but you say it's still not good enough. What did I say? I never said that. What can I do better? There's a bunch of things wrong. This is good. Hey, everyone, this is a good one. There's a bunch of things that are, there's a bunch of stuff going on in this question. So Jessica, don't go anywhere. This is important, so everyone stick around. One, do I hate fat people? That's absurd. So I'm not even sure where you get that from. I used to be 250. You lost 42 pounds. Fantastic. 60. I'm wrong. 60. Did I say 42? 62. I can't tell. It's a long episode. 62 pounds. That's fantastic. A size 14. Still have a belly, but I'm in amazing shape. Okay, you're in better shape. I mean, that's subjective, but that's great. Good for you. But you say it's still not good enough. Not true. What can I do better? That's the problem. What can I do better? So you're equating all this to being good or bad. Right? You're equating all this to be like, oh, I'm good or I'm valuable or like I'm being, it's not about doing better. It really isn't. It's about personal growth, personal development. It's not about necessarily doing better because that's subjective. That's a silly word that's a silly thing that happens in school. You get a better grade. Okay. I mean, you still have a belly. Okay. I mean, damage to the body is damage to the body. It might take some time. I would recommend looking up the content that I've done on the elimination diet. I would look into your entire environment when it comes to all sorts of environmental toxins, like using a lot of plastic in your environment, like we've talked a lot about recently. Perfumes, fragrances, household cleaners, the quality of the foods that you're eating with your elimination diet. Are you eating enough healthy fats, animal products? I'm not sure if you're plant-based or whatnot. You want to be really careful from hardcore caloric restriction, especially with suboptimal nutrient-dense foods. So you want to make sure that you're not, doing a lot of caloric restriction, especially without getting in quality nutrients. Are you eating organ meats? Doubtful. So, I mean, these are all things that would drastically help you. Sleep quality, hydration, blue light at night, low stress, all 7 pillars. I would say, Jessica, the best place to start would be heading on over to swolenormousx.com, and right there at the top of the page, download the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, and they'll kind of go over a lot of the stuff that I just talked about and help you with that proper foundation. So I certainly don't hate fat people. I hate the fat mentality. I hate laziness. I hate the victimhood. And most fat people that don't want to change just change their hashtags rather than change their habits and lifestyle. So rather than actually take some personal responsibility for their own health, they will just promote fat acceptance and then act like everyone else has to change and everyone's mean and fat phobic and they're wonderful and beautiful. And I strongly disagree. Okay. So there are people, I mean, how many in the comments, a lot of members of the Swole fam, a lot of people are obese. You're in the right fucking place. It's about surrounding yourself with people that want better for themselves and for you and inspiring. You are the average, the average of the people you surround yourself with. And if you surround yourself with shitty people that are trying to always feed into your victimhood, what are you going to do? People around you don't necessarily want you to succeed. They want you to stay on their level. They're going to drag you down. You got to surround yourself with better people. And it's not about weight loss. You're focused, Jessica, on weight loss. You're focused on the number. That's fantastic. 62 pounds. How did you lose that? Was it just calorie counting? Did you actually look at the foods that you're consuming? Do you understand the impact of the foods that you're adding? Do you understand the impact of the foods in your diet? Do you understand food sensitivities? Do you understand inflammation? Do you understand endocrine disruptors? Do you understand what can happen when you're consuming garbage foods? What happens when you're not recovering, when you're not getting enough sleep, when you're watching TV? Like this kind of shit destroys human health. Are you getting enough sunlight? Might sound like foofy and like, oh my God, was he a hippie? I'm just trying to help people be more fucking human. I'm just sharing what works for me, and it works amazingly. It's not about the weight loss. That's the problem. That's the problem with fat acceptance and all that stuff. Not saying that you're a fan of that, Jessica, but that's the problem with that. That's the problem with that mentality is people are focused on the weight loss, the number. It's just like the calories in, calories out. It's not the number, right? So for example, Jessica, the 252 to 190, that's a result. That's a side effect of your habitual changes. It's a side effect. It's not the goal. That's an outcome. That's a side effect of all the other things you're pursuing. So in other words, you're going to lose weight and people are going to lose fat by not trying to do that, by focusing on the other things. That's just something that will happen. But in the media and everything, it's like, oh my God, lose weight. That's a catch-all phrase that doesn't mean anything. No one's really actually helping people get to the root cause, which is why no one's changing. And people are getting fatter and more unhealthy. Jessica, I lost 15 pounds over 3 months, finding out a pescatarian diet is best for me by your elimination diet. Well, there you go. And finding out I shouldn't eat dairy, bread, or sugar. I do hit and watch my diet because of you. That's fucking amazing. That's fantastic. I thought you were, yeah, that's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. So what makes you think that I hate fat? So that means you've been doing this stuff for a bit. So what makes you think that are you part of the Swole fam? There's so many Jessicas, I can't even tell anymore. I try to plug in, I try to remember everyone's name, and you know, I haven't noticed you here on the podcast before unless I missed it. There's a few Jessicas. So I would just think like that's a strange question to ask if you're familiar with my content that much. I think everyone else would agree. I might be unfiltered, but I certainly don't. I hate the mentality. I don't care if you're, I mean, that again, it's like giving someone who's obese in a gym shit. It's like, oh my God, look at that fat person. And that's where they're supposed to fucking be. That's great. Anyone who's like a decent human being, unless you're a complete piece of shit, that's a positive. I love seeing people train that are overweight. It's like, yeah, you're fucking getting after. That's great. That's fantastic. That's what you should be doing. But at the same time, this perception that just training hard and just lifting and is going to be what gets you to lose weight. Obviously, there's so many other factors. Training is just one component. And a lot of people just think they're just going to work out really hard and exhaust themselves and lose weight. Oh, I sweat so much. I'm going to run. I'm going to walk for a long time. I'm just going to either starve themselves or train too much. Again, like I always say, you have people that are obese that struggle and like, oh my God, I can't lose weight. I struggle no matter what, because they're only focusing on pillars 2 and 3. They're not focusing on recovery. They're not focusing on their community. And remember, community is people, it's podcasts. It's really what you're surrounding yourself with. That can be nutrition too, what you're putting in your circle. Like community, pillar number 1 is a big fucking pillar. It's a lot more than just your person community. It's your podcasts, your videos you watch, the movies. It's, you know, what your environment is like. Where do you have food in your environment? Like they all kind of cross over like a Venn diagram too. They all support one another. But most people only focus on pillars 2 and 3. So let's see. Judry, being slim is not healthy. Being fat is not healthy. Being muscular is not healthy. Healthy is healthy and includes physical, mental, spiritual, social, and environmental factors. So focusing on looks is kind of dumb. Judry, you pretty much just literally outlined the 7 pillars. Fuck yeah, man. I agree. Those are all outcomes. Those are all outcomes. Those are all outcomes, or all outcomes. So weight loss is an outcome. Building muscle is an outcome. That's a result of setting proper habits as per the 7 pillars. That's the outcome. Yeah, you're part of the fam. Fantastic. The last name looked kind of familiar, but I'm like, I haven't seen you commenting lately. So very nice. I think I would notice like a big blue J. So, and cause I'm still 190 and have a belly and I'm a size 14, I'm not small or ripped, but I'm so happy. And I do eat hot Cheetos once in a while as a treat, but I'm not small. Well, good for you. Good for you. And the more you'll learn, the more you'll gravitate towards making better decisions and, you know, don't allow any cracks in your foundation, right? Don't allow any cracks in your foundation. And, you know, you're a grown ass woman. You can make your own choices. But at the same time, there is a major impact from those things. And all those decisions, you know, having, you know, eating shit once in a while, it does add up and it does make a difference. And, you know, everyone's got their own beliefs and their own, I would say, conviction. And objectively, it's not good for you, right? Objectively, hot Cheetos are not good for you, period. But your conviction and your belief in what you want and what you want out of your life and what you want in terms of progress and discipline, that's on an individual basis. So, you know, it is what it is and you do what you got to do, but you're seeing progress and you're feeling great. Why would you think I hate fat people? You're part of the fam. Obviously I don't. So good for you. Let's get some more biceps and grills. Stoked. That's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. See what happens when you start customizing your life and looking at quality foods and approaching your food differently? You lose 62 pounds. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. So fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. Thank you for pitching in. Yep. All right. Hashtag go to the fucking gym. Remember, swolenormousx.com/summerswole. Check that out. Let's give away today's Swole card. Go to the fucking gym. Winner. We got a winner. We got one. Don Hoffman. Congratulations. There you go. Very nice, Don, everyone.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Very nice. Congratulations, Don. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card. Oh, there you go. Here, Swole card 1825 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. And those of you that are waiting for Swole cards, we just had a big, fickle batch go out today. So we still got a few more that has to be added to the next round. So we'll be getting some more Swole cards out soon. Finally, after the move and all that, finally we got it all together, got them done. So those of you that are still waiting for Swole cards, we got more on the way. So keep an eye out in your mailbox for the Swole card. So congratulations, Don. Send us that email. And remember, before we wrap this up and close this nut, because as you know, we got to close a nut tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our masterclass, fam. Tomorrow we have our masterclass, and I will give you a heads up as to the time. I think I would like to do it earlier tomorrow rather than later. So I don't think it's gonna be so late. I want to give other people a chance. And so I'm not really scheduling this one at a set time today. I'll let you know tomorrow because we have some stuff coming in. We got some more work on the house coming tomorrow afternoon. So I didn't want to commit to anything in particular. So I will be, obviously, I'll be sending out another message tomorrow, but make sure you're joining the Swole Fam Telegram chat. Also, I'll be alerting you and keeping you in the loop and letting you know when things are going down. But tomorrow, masterclass, it's going to be sweet. I'm not exactly sure the topic yet, what we're going to cover. We'll have to think about it. Maybe I'll, in the Telegram chat, or maybe I'll Swole text you and see if anyone has any particular things that are standing out, something that I want to add. I think I have an idea. Of something that I want to talk about. But anyway, we'll see. But tomorrow it's going to be great. We will have a great masterclass, hands down. And of course, Saturday, we are going to have our 5 years of Swole Pate. Very nice. Saturday, May 8th. We'll have that as well earlier in the day. So it'll probably be like kind of like an accountability meeting, maybe around noon, maybe a little earlier. So we will have our 5 year of Swole. Remember, if you check the pinned post at the top of the Facebook group and inside the Discord, remember, you can still submit your timestamps. There's a day or two remaining. We are putting that mashup together, but so please don't wait till the last minute. So probably by tomorrow, Thursday, probably be the last day to submit your clips. So we can pull those clips, put the mashup together, and we'll vote on the best clip. We're going to watch it together, a little mashup of the highlights or those clips that you submitted from any of the episodes in the past 1,827 episodes. So the past 5 years, you can submit your clips on the Facebook or on the Discord, or you can send us an email to team@swolenormous.com. And super sweet. All right. Super sweet. Where's it going to be, Cerny? The masterclasses inside Swole TV and the private Facebook group. If that's what you mean, where's it going to be? I'm trying to see if you're answering anyone else's question. Yeah, it's going to be inside Swole TV and also inside the private Facebook group. That way you can watch it in either place. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. We got to get another, and we might even have another exciting experience. Maybe we'll do a little bit extra on Saturday. We'll have might have a little bit of a Swole. We're going to have another Swole Fam roundtable coming up sometime soon. So I'll let you know about that, but very excited. So I might message you for some ideas on some stuff for the masterclass. I have a couple things I want to talk about, but maybe there's some questions, do a little Q&A, or maybe get a suggestion or a submission for the masterclass tomorrow. So I'll be texting you. All right, fam? All right. You like that shit? All right, let's get this fucking nut busted. I'm hungry. It's late night, but it always goes late. Got a lot of stuff going on. It's been exciting. It's been a good time. Got sauna time going on. All right, here. Let's bust this beach open. Bust this beach closed. Get this fucking thing taken care of. Yes, Falcon, I know you. Yeah, I know you're excited. I know. It's such an exciting time.
I got hairy legs.
A 3-letter word. Jobs. Jobs.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Mr. Strickland. Don't forget to watch where the sun don't shine.
Inconceivable!
Pinched off a little bit of her tail. She is not going to be happy with me. She is not going to be happy. She is not going to be a happy beach. Yes, I know, Falcon. She's closed up. I know. I closed her early today. Nailed it! Where's my...
He's on fire!
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Ooh, oh, baby.
Boom shakalaka!
All right, fam. So delicious. What an amazing episode. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me for episode 1825. The most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Kidcast, Sneezecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Tomorrow, fam, we'll see you for 1826 private episode masterclass. I will be in the Telegram letting you know. I will be Swole texting you before we go live. I'll give you a heads up. I'll give you an hour or two, something like that. Let you know ahead of time when we're going live, and it'll be earlier than the previous episode. It won't be so late, but I will be hitting you up and keep you in the loop. I'm excited for tomorrow's show. Of course, it'll all be uploaded inside Swole TV later and all that stuff if you miss it, but do not miss out. Turn your alerts on. Get notified. Remember, join the Swole Fam Telegram chat. It's awesome if you haven't downloaded that app. That's where a lot of it's going down now. It's great. We've got streaming chat 24/7, 365. It's fantastic. We also have, of course, the private Facebook group and Discord. It will be letting you know everywhere. Swole text, all that good shit. Especially if you're international, make sure you join the Swole Fam Telegram chat and use the link that's pinned to the top of the post. And you will get access to the Telegram channel with the alerts. So you can use Telegram to get alerts for the live streams if you're Swole Fam members. So we'll keep everyone in the loop and let you all know what's going down. I'll post about that in Facebook too to make sure everyone has access to all those things. It's just a little bit, just incremental improvements, just like the 7 pillars, man. Just like the 7 pillars, every day, little incremental improvements individually and as a community. Swole Fam, fucking all day, every fucking day. What the fucking...
He's heating up!
Let's get some more Falcon. And we'll see you tomorrow for 1826 Masterclass time, beaches. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? My melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits.